How you doing? I'm Master Antonio Garcia of the Cookie Guru Samurai and CookieGuruTotalFitness.com. What we're going to take a look at today is how to do a proper bench press. If you're unfamiliar with how to use the bench, this is a video for you. I do have an introduction as far as all the ins and outs of a bench, its design, how to use it, all that. What we're going to take a look at today is how to safely do a bench press. Now the nice thing about doing a bench press as opposed to a chest press with a machine is that the machine does a lot of the form for you. So you can lift a little bit heavier, but it doesn't really engage some of the intricate muscles that go into trying to control the bar. And these muscles are called stabilizer muscles. And these muscles are used for balance. So unlike the machines to where all you have to do is push or pull, the stabilizer doing free weights, especially the bench press, helps you engage some of the smaller muscles that you need to keep the bar from going from side to side. So it really works those intricate muscles a little bit more. Another reason is that it really engages your other muscle groups, your legs, your abs, and your shoulders a lot more because you do have to stabilize it. So while you're holding that bar in place, your abs, obliques are really working to keep that bar straight. And as you push, your legs are really engaging to get a little bit more leverage in order to push that bar up. So what we're going to take a look at today is some of the details involved in doing a proper bench press. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is when you lie down, is you want to lie down to where the bar is at eye level. You don't want to be back too far because when you bring this up, you're going to end up bringing it right here and possibly hitting the machine. So you want to make sure that you have enough room to move. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make sure this is eye level. So when we bring this up and over our chest, it's far enough away from the bar to where you're not going to be banging the bench as you go up and down. Now, the hand positioning for doing a chest press, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Depending on how advanced you are, you can do reverse grip, close grip. What we're going to take a look at today is just the basic bench press with the proper bench press grip. So what we're going to do is when you come out, you want to come out about where your arms are bent about 90 degrees and flush with your chest. Okay, that's how you're going to probably be doing the chest press. So if this is the first time doing a bench press, you probably want to use a bar with no weight on it to kind of get practice with the form. Now most bars have these little hash marks on them. So what I like to do is to make sure that the bar is centered over my eyes and bring my pinkies to each one of these hash marks. That usually gets me the proper form based on my size. Now when you do this, you want to make sure your feet are flat on the ground or securely be on the press. I'm a little bit shorter, so when I do some of the bench presses, I have to bring up on the calves like this. You want to make sure your back is straight. You never want to be lifting so much weight that your back is arched like this. You never should have to do this in order to lift. You want to make sure your back is always flat. Make sure your stomach is nice and tight when as you do the motion, and you have a firm grip. What you want to do now is you want to take a nice deep breath, and you want to breathe it out, and you want to bring it down over your chest. A common mistake people make when they first start off is bringing it up over the neck, okay, or coming up here on the top of the chest. You really want to make sure you come right here on the over where the solar plexus are. That's the proper positioning for the bench press, just like this. Now breathing, you want to breathe in as you come down, and breathe out as you go up. You want to make sure that you're controlling the bar all the way. A common mistake people make is that either A, they don't go down far enough. If you have too much weight and you're not able to push up, go down all the way, then you got too much weight, you should come down. Another thing people do is they bounce off their chest like that. Okay, that's extremely dangerous because for two reasons. One, you're hitting your chest, and if you hit it wrong, you can cause yourself some chest pain. Second reason is that you're causing your body to relax on the way down, and you're missing about 40% of the muscles that you could be working with proper control. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you control it all the way down and control all the way back up. So breathe in on the way down, breathe out on the way up. Okay, nice controlled movements, no bouncing. Another thing you want to be careful of is not to do this, working it up, back and forth. Okay, you should be able to push it both at the same time, just like so. Like I said, you want to make sure your legs are engaged for leverage, your stomach is tight, and your back is flat on the thing, not arching as you're lifting. Just take a deep breath, and when you're done, when your arms are extended, just come back and lower down. Now, key things to remember when you're doing the bench press, unlike the machines, it's not going to catch you if you come down too far. So if you do a lot of weight or you're unfamiliar with it, really the bench press works better when you have a spotter, a friend to help you lift it for those final reps. If you do not have a spotter, you want to make sure that you do know your limits. Know when you can only do one more. Because the last thing you want to do is get stuck in a position to where you can't lift that bar anymore, and you don't have anybody to help you. So make sure that you have a spotter in that sense. Another thing, like I said, make sure you're not arching your back. It's a very common mistake. People try to substitute form for weight and think just because you're lifting more that they're doing good. If you're having to arch your back or have to sacrifice form in order to get more weight, then you're more likely going to injure yourself than you are benefiting yourself. So you really don't want to make sure you're in a position to where you're injuring yourself while you're doing these. So that's how you do a basic chest press. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.